Hey friends, welcome back. I am Jason. This is my good buddy Dustin. We are here in Colorado in the wilderness, and we are going to be having an enjoyable few days, at least I hope.
Oh yeah.
So what we're doing right now is setting up camp. We just kind of arrived at this beautiful location. I'll give you a 360. What do you think? What do you think so far? Pretty cool spot, right? We do lots of exploring, but right now, like I said, we're just kind of setting up camp. I am being the lazy camper today, and I'm literally doing nothing. I'm going to sleep right there, and that's pretty much it. But Dustin is doing something a little bit different. Tell me what you're doing and why you're doing it and how you're doing it.
Well, we're out here testing gear, so some of that stuff is our own Wazoo gear, and then some of it's our friends' gear.
Tell me about this.
Like this Brodigam Expedition Works titanium pack shovel. Yeah, it is.
It's super light, right?
Yeah, super light. Which, a couple things that came up for me that was this is the first time I've really been messing with it. Is that lightweight means you can carry it, pack it in, pack it out. That makes sense. What I didn't realize is lightweight also means that it's light work. So you can like move it around and you're not getting tired.
Yeah.
And here's a sharpened edge here, so it was fun just chopping away.
A root chopper.
Chopping the roots, chopping the grass.
What are you doing to the ground here? Why are you doing this?
I was flattening it. When I was first here, it was just mounds, and
It looked like that.
It only takes one time to either sleep on something that's uneven or something with a little spiky poking in you for the next time for you to take the time to soften the ground up and flatten it, make sure there's no sticks underneath you. But also, I'm kind of softening it up. My hope is that being a little more fluffy is going to be a little bit differently insulated, because this is not just dirt. This is a mix of...
It's like almost mulch.
Yeah, an organic material. So I'm going to probably pack some more stuff underneath here, but I'm trying to make it a little fluffy too. Fluffy and soft. It's going to be a ground sleeper.
Right. Well, you're kind of a sensitive soul, and you want to have a nice, soft place to lay on, right?
Oh, and I hate sleeping on the ground. And I'm going to do this tube tent. I'm going to...
Why the tube tent? Talk to me about the tube tent. What are we doing?
It's one of the pieces of gear that we don't, Wazoo and the OnThree EDC Bear Forest knives. Our kit doesn't really contain a large shelter. It contains a Mylar blanket. So I'm just testing this tube tent style out to see if it's
definitely, well, probably. They haven't tested it, right? But it seems to be a big step up from just a Mylar blanket.
Yeah, multiple sides. It's going to shelter you from the bottom,
Yeah.
and then multiple sides. And it should be pretty easy to set up. We're going to see, but I'm going to pull it out as a tube, and then we'll see if I want to do it as a tube. I'm actually thinking maybe I'll try at least one night as like a plow point. So I'll actually have it come down to a point so that only one side is open.
Why is it you do what you do? Like, why do you make...
Avoid getting a real job?
Yeah, like what's that all about? Why do you refuse to grow up and get a real job and do the 9 to 5 in the city? Like, why do you do what you do? Why do you make gear like this? Like, why are you motivated to do these types of things?
Good question. It's a deep one. I mean, a lot of stuff is stuff that I just enjoy. It fits my requirements of what I want to have out in the wild. And so one of the guys we're here is Ruben, which is the ultimate ultralight guy. And the reason he's an ultralight guy is not because he's weak, it's because he likes just to be able to, it's free. The less you carry,
freedom.
Yeah, the more you can do.
Yeah.
And so not being encumbered with a backpack, or, oh man, I forgot this thing, I can't do it because I don't have the thing. It's really nice to just be more confident, because you're like, I always have the thing. Mm-hmm. And there's just a few essentials that's nice to have on you. We can all just...
Time savers.
Hop on the ground and suffer through it. But there's a few things that like rope, that comes in handy. Like putting up this tube tent without rope, it'd be a challenge. You'd have to kind of adhere it to the tree, but rope... Oh, actually, I wasn't going to use this rope. I was going to use our Technora anyways.
So you were getting into why you do what you do. What motivates you to do the things that you do, create products and do kind of the minimalist EDC route? Like, what's that all about?
I think it actually, sadly, comes from a place of fear and stress. I'm actually trying to avoid that. So I hate that feeling of I'm not going to do something or that I forgot something because that I need a piece of gear. So designing gear that eliminates that pain point for me, so that I feel like, oh yeah, I can go on the adventure. I can go do the thing. Oh, my backpack didn't get through, I lost my backpack, didn't get through customs, whatever. cool. So I got some stuff on me. I can still make it happen.
It's just you don't have to think about it.
Yeah.
Well, like for example, I flew here with this belt on, and I could 100% for the next few days do nothing but survive out of this belt. Like, would I be comfortable? No, but I'm not going to die either. But so that's like it's like an insurance policy. I would call
insurance policy,
which is kind of cool. But I want to touch more on that. You said you're motivated by fear.
Yeah.
So explain that a little bit more. Like, I want to know more about that. Like, what's all about? What's that all about?
Yeah, I don't like to be a victim. That is like my biggest fear in life. I don't want to be that guy who is a victim to the circumstance. I don't want to look back and have regret that I didn't do what I wanted to do. I didn't step up when I needed to step up. I want to always be the individual who is ready for the situation and does what. That's what training comes in for, but also gear comes in place for, is to give me the confidence of like, hey, I've done this thing before, I'll be fine. Or, hey, I've got this thing on me, I'll be fine. And instead of like, oh, I don't know what I would do in that situation.
So it's maybe not necessarily a fear of you personally like failing or dying or whatever. It's like letting other people down, perhaps.
Yeah,
like not being the guy that people can count on. Is that?
Yeah. Definitely want to be the guy that is an asset to the team, right? I don't want to be
An asset, not a liability.
I don't want to be a liability. I want people to invite me along because they know that I'll improve the trip. I won't be the guy dragging or creating issues.
Yeah. No one has to hold your hand.
No
one's got to bring stuff for you. Like,
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we hold hands, but that's different.
Oh yeah, and that's just
different.
part and parcel.
It's not out of necessity. It's just it's enjoyable.
Slip. Everything I do is with a slip on it. I think we've had this talk before, but
So you don't have to fight knots.
well, not just me have to fight knots, but I had this like situation happen. It was after my great uncle died, and I was on his property, and I was with my cousin, and we got the truck stuck, and we went to the barn to get the tractor, and then get the tow rope, and when I got the tow rope, it was nice and neatly coiled. He was like a Boy Scout instructor and everything, and it was so nice and neatly. Oh, good God.
Talking and tying knots is
Yeah.
hard.
Yeah.
Carry on.
One or the other. So it was all nice and neatly coiled, and he had a noose on it, like just a noose, as in a slip knot. You just pull it and it undone.
Yeah.
And it dawned on me, like, he tied this a couple months ago, and he tied it in preparation for himself to untie it, just for his own. But he didn't know who was going to untie his knot. And you never know who's going to untie your knot. So
That's like a t-shirt slogan.
yeah, and I've had situations that one's a good sentimental one, but I've had situations in which somebody else had to untie my knot. There's scenarios where you're out and you make camp, and then somebody else has to break down your camp. Oh crap! Hey, something happened. Can you go take down my tent? Uh-oh. And it's always nice to think about how the other people are going to untie.
Sure.
Yeah, who is going to untie your knot in the future?
A little courtesy.
So it is. You never know. It could be you. Definitely. You want to always think about the future you. Hence why I'm like making the ground soft, is because like 3 a.m. me is going to appreciate that. But also, somebody else, being stewards of the land, being stewards of next generations. That's what I'm trying to think about.
What's a good looking knife you got there? Somebody creative must have come up with that design. It's weird.
The world's strongest rope.
Technor cord. It's been to Jupiter.
And a couple of those planetarian.
So I got you some options.
Cool. Thank you.
I don't know if you prefer larger stones or smaller ones.
I don't know what I prefer either.
I like the little ones.
Yeah, I
That
like
one
the
and
rounded one.
And
a
that rounded
lot.
one there. I like those two, actually. It's good choices.
I wrapped it around a couple times. I made the Prusik loop first. So I did a double fisherman's right there. No, a single fisherman's.
This is the fisherman's he's talking about.
Yeah, just a loop.
Just a loop.
If you don't know how to tie that, you just tie a loop. For these purposes, that would work. But is important though is after you is to make this all nice and neat. Not neat, not neat,
Form
not be
follows
tied.
function, or function follows form.
Oh,
Which is it?
A knuckle knot follows a good tension, is what
That's what they say.
they all say. All right, and then
Choose your. Oh no, that's the best one.
okay, we'll save that one. I want this round one right here. Let's see here.
Get in there.
And I'm wondering, it's black. What the heck the black's about?
Yeah, what's the black strips for? Hey guys, if you know in the comment section, please tell us. Why is it just the tape that they use to seal it? Like what's going on with the black strips?
Yeah, should I use that at the top
As the ridge line? Yeah, maybe.
I mean, it is tougher.
It's
right
kind of
there.
reinforced right there. Yeah.
I might try that. We'll see. Okay.
Have you ever slept in a tube tent?
Actually, I have.
I have not.
It was a different kind. All right, so this is hopefully I made this
We're all double larks.
a lark sea head.
Fidgety switch.
Dude, you are good. I didn't know you've been studying your knots.
Yeah. Fidgety switch. That's a good one.
Switcheroo.
That's a real nice one. And then this thing here is adjustable, which is really nice.
You could easily do a lean-to. Still works for that.
Yeah, you could use a single sheet if you wanted.
Yeah.
That's it. It's-
High, huh?
That is pretty cool. That's significantly more versatile than than just the blanket.
Turned it into a hammock.
I mean, you could literally just sleep in it like that.
I think that's the point. Is like this is the quick and dirty.
Just get in it.
Yeah.
Well, only problem with it where you're like that is you're going to lose heat
Right.
to conduction.
Yeah.
Or
That little bit of
convection,
space between you.
convection. The wind blows through.
Right. A little bit of space between you and the blanket would be nice.
What is that? Hey,
That's
that's my
something.
booty.
That's real nice. Get it.
Speaking of going in deep, there he is.
Little tapage.
He's in about 6 stones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Yeah.
6.
That'd be maybe more good.
There, yeah.
I can
Mo
see
better,
with,
mo gooder.
with the sticks on the outside, I can see if you roll around and you bump that stick,
Yeah.
it's going to push
Yeah.
it off.
But if you bump roll into it, then it's not going to go over.
So this is the benefit of the Mylar blankets and tube tents and all those kind of things is they fold up so small you can put them in your pocket, you can carry them with you, they don't take up any space, and you have shelter. The problem with the Mylar tube tents and Mylar blankets and whatnot is they're fairly fragile. You got to be a little bit careful with them. Well, a lot of bit careful with them. Otherwise, you get some holes and punctures in them. But there's no question you can't beat like the compact size of them when they're all folded up.
Swahili.
To be
Fragile is Swahili.
Uh,
I have a whoopee. I think I brought a whoopee.
they don't have to be as heavy.
I do like how shallow it is now, though. I do like.
Man, it opened up so much more room.
I mean,
so much room for activities.
definitely space for 2 in here.
Yeah.
We could be doing there.
Yeah.
Definitely 2 bodies could be side by side, or at least really close together.
You want to put one in there? I mean, it could be small if it's not carrying so much weight.
Could use another rock.
Big deal, but
Rock guy. Might have to.
So you're closing in one side. Little rock pilage. You could tape it, but not necessary, I guess, if you've got natural resources. That'll be super cozy then, with just one open side.
Yeah, it's probably a little bit like shimmying down in there might be a little fun.
One situation I see, I think this is an excellent option for like a super ultra light emergency type shelter. One thing that I see could be potentially a problem is if water was to get in here. Let's say the winds shifted and you weren't smart about setting up your shelter and the rain's coming in this way, you'd be laying in a puddle.
Oh yeah.
Which would be less than ideal.
Worse than being outside, probably.
But that's a pretty cozy little shelter there. And I can feel the warmth from you,
Oh yeah, you can
coming out.
Your own heat radiating.
Yeah. The temperature is probably going to be about 30-ish, 30, 35, I think.
Ground's gonna be cold. It's gonna be sucking. So, I don't know if there was more like, if I find more like leaves or something, I might pack a bunch of stuff underneath here. I could obviously use pine boughs or those, whatever boughs those are.
Sharp and pokey.
Yeah, that'd be a lot of work to probably get those so they're not sharp and pointy, won't stab through. So I don't know. I don't have a solution for the keeping me off the ground thing yet. You got any ideas?
You got a wool blanket?
Yeah. But I'll have some underneath me for sure.
I mean, that's probably enough.
I'll taco myself in a little Dustin burrito.
Mm-hmm. I love it.
Me too. I'm gonna take a little nap. I'll see you guys
Well,
later.
good night. All right, guys. Well, there's Dustin's shelter for at least this evening. There'll be plenty more videos to come. This is just the first of many on our. When are we leaving here? We're leaving on Sunday.
Hopefully Sunday.
What's today? Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then we're leaving Sunday morning ish. So there'll be plenty more videos to come. So make sure you're subscribed. Hit the thumbs up. Do all the clicking of all the things. And then until next time. What's the slogan?
Never be not never ready.
We have the machete master here, wielding the OnThree machete. Look at him! Look at him go! Look at him! He's like a native. He's just not barefoot, which I'm a little bit annoyed by. And you need less shoes.
Just.
You need some Ho Chi Minh sandals, and that's it.